If you've been thinking about buying or selling a home in Surprise, Arizona in 2022, this video is for you. My name is Noah Moon. I'm a real estate agent with Century 21 Northwest. Today, we're going to be going over 3 different things, starting with reviewing the entire market of Surprise for the year 2021. Then, we're going to be looking at the projections for the housing market for 2022. And lastly, how that will all affect you as a buyer or seller this year. In advance, I want to let you all know that I'm a numbers person by heart, and you might not be. But guess what? While it might not be the most interesting thing on the planet, numbers and data help us see trends. And more importantly, facts, so you can make the best decision for yourself and for your family when buying or selling a home. Now, with all that aside, let's get started. Over the past 12 months, the average sales price has increased to 26.7% to roughly $354,000. During that same time period, the average sales price of a single family home also increased 27.4% to roughly $367,000. In 2021, we saw a total of 9,397 new listings compared to 4,736 new listings in 2020. That's an increase of 97%. 8,755 homes went under contract in 2021 compared to 4,332 in 2020, an increase of 102%. And lastly, 8,718 homes closed successfully in escrow in 2021 compared to 4,256 in 2020, an increase of 105%. So to recap, active, pending, and sold homes were all up between 97 and 105%. And at the end of the day, that means we're seeing a lot more activity in the city of Surprise here in the West Valley. Now, something to keep in mind is that these numbers are based on yearly values. They're all averaged out. It's not month-to-month basis. So, if we're looking to project home values for 2022, we'll start by looking at last month in December 2021. We ended with an average sales price of $452,458. That's quite a big jump from December 2020, where the average sales price was $329,138. That's an increase of 37.5% in a year. If you happen to be a homeowner starting in December 2020, you can safely say that you made an average equity of $123,000 in that time span. Now, as we move on, we hear from the housing experts at Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, CoreLogic, Mortgage Bankers of America, Zelman, the National Association of Realtors, and the Home Price Expectation Survey. They are expecting home values to continue rising between 2.8 and 7.4% nationally. So the question is, then why are we going from 37.5 to possibly as low as 2.8%? Well, the Fed recently announced that they'd be increasing the interest rates on mortgages 3 different times this year. And from what we know historically, when rates start to rise, the housing market starts to cool down a little bit. So theoretically, that should cause home prices to not rise as rapidly as it was during 2020 and 2021. My predictions for 2022, at least for Arizona and specifically Surprise, is we might start to see the market slow down, but not nearly as much as what we projected nationally. The reason being is because we have a lot of new development happening around Route 303, as well as a continual influx of people moving to Arizona from out of state, which should cause demand to stay steady. We have all this information, all these facts, and all this data. What does it mean if I'm looking to buy? As you probably already know, we're still facing a major shortage of supply of homes on the market. As a creation of this video, we have a total of 165 homes in Surprise available to purchase. Now, while that means is we're still going to be in multiple offer situations, we're still going to be submitting escalation clauses, and possibly still waiving inspections and appraisals, which I personally don't recommend. There will always be an opening for you as a buyer to purchase now. The biggest thing is that you are incentivized for is interest rates are still at a record low percentage compared to the years before. As the interest rates continue to climb throughout the year, that will affect your ability to purchase the same price home if you were to wait it out. Now, if you're thinking about selling, waiting for the market to continue to rise is absolutely an option. But as interest rates rise, it means that less buyers being able to look at your home, which means less offers being submitted, which also means you probably are not going to get the ideal amount you were looking for with the sale of your home. Home buyers, if you're looking to buy a home in 2022, I'd love to sit down with you and create a plan of action to find the right home for you when it becomes available. And if you're considering selling a home in 2022 but don't know where to start, I'd love to sit down and just have a conversation about the market and what we can expect for a property like yours. You can always reach me at this email below or leave a comment and we'll be in touch shortly.